What up, Wheeligans? We are back. This is week number 3 of Road to Funded. So, I don't know if I went over last week, but I'll quickly go over it. So we did, in fact, get a win, like a in-profit week, even though we're still a little bit in the negative, but that's okay. So obviously we had that whole massive week last week. But anyway, I will not waste any time. Just to clarify to everybody, I am trading on Forex currency pairs, currently using sort of a swing trading strategy. So what that means is higher time frames trades, which basically means that it takes, can take anywhere from a day to even 4 or 5 days for it to take profit or lose, rather than really quickly like, oh, it's happening and the candles are moving everywhere. And so I sort of found that one of my strengths is actually knowing where price is going to go. So it makes strategical sense for me to do this. Now let's dive straight into here. So I actually did the analysis, didn't film it, apologies, yesterday. So it's currently Wednesday and I did it on Tuesday. Now it's pretty funny. So basically, as you can see, I marked it out. Did the analysis, the purple line's area of interest. So what that means is it's a confluence, which means sort of an indicator for price of where it wants to go. Is you see how in these, wow, this is a bit of a shit one to explain on. Let me see if I can get a better one. Yeah, do you see how in this box there's lots of little spiky points that, the highs and lows that are there in that area of interest. It basically just means that there's a few touches in there, which means that price is consistently bouncing off of this area and there needs to be more than 3. So I mark them out, and it's definitely a good confluence that I really like to kind of show where price may lead to, or where it reflects from, or if it breaks it retests and changes direction, right? So that's basically what the purple boxes are here. And anyway, so I basically, right, saw this, so this was where it was yesterday. And I believe that from here, which true, this wasn't a proper equilibrium. Equilibrium is just the middle of the most recent low and high. So the place in the middle, because usually the price will retrace in there. I thought it was going to come down here, even though I didn't actually get confirmation on the EQ, on the equilibrium. So that's actually my fault now that I've just realized that. But obviously didn't put the trade in, woke up this morning and all 4, so GBP slash USD, look, so they're quite similar. Yep, USD, JPY. I missed every single equilibrium mistake there, and price literally went to every single arrow of mine that I put. Look, all 4 except AUD, JPY. So currently just waiting for this to happen. Some news came out at 11:30. It's currently 3:17 p.m. I'm just waiting for that confirmation, even though I believe there's a rejection candle there, and that was the news candle, but it didn't close in an engulfing candle, a rejection candle. It just basically means that price is showing that there's resistance. So it's trying to go up, and then it's closing to try to go down, and it's closing. It's about to go. Can you see that visually? Right? So that's just kind of what it's telling you here. So I'm kind of contemplating whether to just put this trade in or not, because we've also got 2 genuine retracements on this area of interest, and also on the daily time frame. That is in fact an order block / also, as you can see, a pretty decent area of interest. So the question is, do I put this trade in? But the right thing for me to do is simply wait, even though that is looking like a rejection candle, and I believe it should go up to this high next high, unless I'm wrong. So I may put that trade in. I will see. I need confirmation, and I'm gonna have to redo every single one of these, as every single one of these has in fact gone literally easily to where the trade, to where I thought it was going to go. Just want to be careful though, because it's really, look, as you can see, price has really shot up quite high at the moment, or quite low. As you can see, it's really, actually this was another trade that I was kind of interested in, as price has now done a little bit of a retracement on this low, and there's a nice little area of interest here also. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm feeling risky and confident, even though I shouldn't, because I need to wait for the proper confirmation. That would be quite a risk, but I would be knowing the risks that I've taken if that makes sense. And this one, I'm just gonna hang tight and see how that goes. Let me just check whilst we're here. Okay, that is also, see what I'm doing here? No. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't say, unless that is kind of an area of interest. Do you see what I'm trying to do here? I put the line, yeah, but it hasn't broken structure to the, yeah, okay. All right, so they're currently the ones I'm looking at. I'm gonna have to redo, and obviously redo the analysis and look out for the next direction as to what I believe it's gonna go. But here's the update for this week. I know it's Wednesday, so I'll probably do this video on either Friday or even Saturday, and upload it on Saturday for you just to keep you updated. But so far, genuinely, yeah, that one where we did overdo on the lots definitely kind of fucked us over here. So there you go. It just goes to show, lesson learned straight away. Stick to the plan, stick to the ratios, and you will be profitable. All right. I'll see you guys Friday or Saturday. Oh, shit. I actually look quite fucking small here. Oh, no. Yeah. What up, motherfuckers? It's currently the 2nd of February. Yeah, okay, so let's dive straight into it, because as you can see, last time was a good while ago. I think it was last Monday, so it's been a week. And really nothing too much has happened other than took that win on the 22nd. Can't remember if that's in the last video. Pardon me. But let's dive straight into it. So last week I did end up taking that AUD JPY trade. I'm actually still in it. And I'm a little bit concerned about it just because I entered here on this rejection candle, boom, engulfing, and an engulfing candle, and kind of thought that this would go all the way. I mean, I won't get out of it because, you know, it's annoying, right? Because it came to here, it's come over this high, and it's now showing a bit of retracement. And to be honest with you, on that weekly time frame, fuck, that is, and through history, like each one of these points, it falls. So, little bit, I'm gonna stick to what I have intended from a week ago. If I lose, I lose. You know, that's what it is. Let me just do it with you. This is called equilibrium. So you get this box and you mark out the high and the low. It's currently sitting on equilibrium, okay? So I'm going to leave it in there no matter what, but it would be nice to at least see here. Is this an area of interest as well on equilibrium? Right, I'm curious to see, because it is showing. Right, okay, so just actually seen that has in fact just broken structure. Okay, right, that is a little bit concerning, a little bit annoying, but I'll leave it anyway, right? There you go. That's already an honest fucking trade right there. I could have definitely taken it out. Could take it out now, actually, as a precaution. But that is just a lot of consolidation, right? I mean, it's come up with good, strong trends to go to the next high, and it's just been consolidating this whole fucking time. And now it's actually, I've just recently, that would have just closed, yeah, like literally 6 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out on this, to be honest. Now that's a little bit worrying, but anyway, we'll continue on to the next of the ones that I'm interested in. To be honest, it's a little bit of a fucking sketchy week because everything is looking like it's definitely due for a retracement. Right, I don't really like going off of those trends and trying to, you know, get a trade that's bearish, that's kind of against the trend because it's definitely bullish, right? But yeah, let's see what I wrote here for Yeah, bullish. Yeah. So it is obviously all bullish. I marked out equilibrium as a indicator to see what price wants to do once it does hit there on that daily time frame, as you can see right there. But look, to be honest, it could go to this next area of interest down here. I'm really not super interested this week, or the only other one that I'd seen is on Euro USD, which is obviously more or less the same. If there is a nice little retracement, because this has already hit past equilibrium here, right, and it's still going down, if it shows a retracement, right, and it has broken structure to be bearish, if it shows a retracement up and then starts to form back down, I will then put in a bearish trade into this area of interest here. But overall, it's risky business at the moment, because it's against the trend. You know, you're not meant to, trend is your friend. You're not meant to trade against the trend. So, right. Let's see. Yeah. Euro USD JPY. What I've seen here is this is something I may be interested in, but it has definitely showed a massive change in direction down to the downside. It's taken out all of this liquidity, huge, right? And has obviously stopped after taking this out and started retracing back up, because due for retracement, right? But it has changed structures. So this market right here for USD JPY, let's just confirm even on the weekly time frame too, has changed directions, right? It's come up here, it's now shown that engulfing candle to absolutely push right back down to start retracing in the next direction. So I'm looking for the area of interest, right, which I wonder where that is actually. Let's take a look. Okay, we've marked one out here. It's currently on it, but it has closed already above it. This is equilibrium along with another area of interest. So, to be honest, I'm waiting to see when price gets up to here and see if there's some rejection, and maybe if it makes two more bullish candles, a bit of a rejection, maybe comes up here but closes here, obviously, in a small way, and then shows a direction. And then shows the direction down to the downside, even all the way down here, to be honest. So could be a good little trade there. So USD JPY, I'm interested in. We're still in this. I have to be careful with this one. And AUD USD, also the same. As you can see though, it has been going up, right? And it's still gonna continue higher. So what I did was I marked out the equilibrium, which is the middle of these two highs and lows, and just waiting to see what happens on that. I could probably do a little more of analysis. Is currently on a little bit of an area of interest here, so we'll see what happens here. If it starts ripping off, then I've lost the trade, but I'd be interested if it comes down to this equilibrium and then also start shooting up to the upside. So there we go, that's the market update for this week. I'm going to post this and then I'm going to make the new one of the results of this in the next one. So smash that subscribe button, come along for the journey. It's looking good. It is looking good. I know this will suck if this doesn't take profit, but also it is what it is. Yeah, I just have to really be careful here. See, you have with the information when previously it did shoot up, could have taken that out for a take profit, but did not, and it has now officially changed directions on the 4 hour. So 4 hours bearish, but I will say daily time frame, it needs to close below this low for it to officially change structure there. And on the weekly time frame, it's very much bullish. It's just hit a point though of where it's shown. So we'll see. Time will tell. Anyway, catch you in the next one.